learning from one another. Get a Be Better health plan from Beacon and get simple and affordable medical benefits so you can build a better team. Call 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt for more information.
Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
These have been tough times, and we could all use a helping hand to get through this period. GUT Credit Union gives you the opportunity to do just that without a worry. What are you looking forward to? A relaxing staycation? Brand new appliances or devices? Consolidating your debt to get more money in your pocket? Not a member? No worries. Come in and find out how you too can make the most of this offer. Or visit us today. Yes, you can have a brighter Christmas season with GUT Credit Union. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
This is the GBN Television News for today, Thursday, January 28th, 2021. I'm Beverly Telesford. In the headlines, public officers called on to show solidarity in red from Friday as trade unions stand firm in their demand for unpaid salary increase. Private sector senator requests allocation of Brenlex shares for young Grenadians. Village bakery employees attacked. Legendary singer Singing Sandra dies. And Timothy Entwine reappointed as governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. Trelana Charles has the sports and around the globe.
Tonight in Around the Globe, Antigua and Barbuda anticipates the construction of a state-of-the-art hospital, and U.S. President Joe Biden is being put under pressure to deliver change. In sports, Andre Fletcher is named the captain of the Bangla Tigers for the T10 tournament, and the Windward Volcanoes are preparing for the CG Insurance Super 50 Cup.
Details right after this message.
Hi, I'm Francis Urias Peters. I'm a good listener, and K105 has always been a great source of education and entertainment. Now, while the station name may have changed over the years, it has always provided valuable information which enabled me as a playwright to document and to celebrate our history, our behavior, and our achievements. K105 is my choice. It's the national station.
Good evening to our viewers and the listeners on K105. This is GBN News at 7. Union representatives from the Grenada Public Workers Union, the Grenada Technical and Allied Workers Union, and the Grenada Union of Teachers say government's refusal to pay workers their 4% increments this month is unacceptable, dishonest, and illegal. As such, they are planning the next action in ensuring that members get what is due to them. Rena Per has more in this report.
Public officers are being called by their unions to stand in solidarity with each other as they fight for a 4% payment increase to be paid to them by government. Members of the Grenada Public Workers Union, the Grenada Technical and Allied Workers Union, and the Grenada Union of Teachers were put on alert during a press conference on Thursday. According to executive members of the three unions, government has refused to meet them halfway by appointing workers to permanent positions and to reimburse workers monies that was deducted from their previous strike. President General of TAU, Andre Lewis, says this is unfair and unjust, as public workers have always sacrificed for the country's development.
The workers of this country, and in particular the public officers of this country, have over the years demonstrated our commitment to the working people of this country and the nation as a whole. For many years, we took 0 increases. For many years, we gave up. We are the ones whose pockets that the employer was able to find much easy to make the deduction of the taxes that were reimposed and imposed during the structural adjustment period that is still in existence up to today. They have singled out the public officers to be the further sacrificial lamb.
The unions will be working together as they chart the way forward to address the matter. Second Vice President of the Grenada Union of Teachers, Frankson Marshall, outlines the next step.
As per this clause, we are to lodge our complaint with the Labour Commissioner. If that proves unsuccessful, mediation. If it is still unsuccessful, then arbitration. These are the steps outlined in our dispute mechanism. So these are the steps outlined, these are the steps in the public domain, in our document. And unlike those on the other side, we will follow the steps outlined in our agreement and stick to what is signed. Thereafter, we will adapt to the situation.
President of the Grenada Public Workers Union, Rachel Roberts, is calling on all workers to wear their union T-shirts this Friday as a sign of strength and solidarity.
We call on all our members, both the Technical and Allied Workers Union and the Grenada Public Workers Union. We call on all our members, all workers in the public service, to give that solidarity for that 4%. And to wear their union T-shirts, to wear something red or to wear something black, to demonstrate that we are serious about receiving our 4% and that we are all in this 100% together. We all aboard 100% together for 4%.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pear reporting.
Trade unionists in Grenada say they cannot rely on the words of the government anymore. At a press briefing on Thursday afternoon, presidents of the Public Workers Union, Rachel Roberts, and Technical and Allied Workers Union, Andre Lewis, say on many occasions government has gone back on its words to the unions and the nation. This has resulted in them no longer trusting what government says.
It is discrimination. Government continues to discriminate against our members. And when they are saying to us, I cannot pay a 4% to workers, and they are able to find monies and tell us that those monies came from loans and grants, we know that those monies could never be found under the capital expenditure that they speak about. So we know we cannot trust our government. That issue of trust in our government to say to us as workers and to say to public officers and the nation and to team up, because all cabinet ministers, all government ministers are repeating the same thing over and over. So it is like a plan. We give you the team to say, we give you the talking points that we want you to say, and you must continuously repeat it. And that is what is happening. The blatant disregard for the intelligence of our people.
Without addressing our national bread, you can find money to do all different things. You can find money to do all different things and tell us on the other hand that it is not our business where the money comes from to pay Grand Lake and other places. Yes, or WRB.
According to the executive members, instead of admitting that they are wrong, government paints a picture to the public that makes public workers look greedy and inconsiderate, which is far from the truth.
It is often muttered in the media whenever there are issues over salaries, about the poor and vulnerable. The workers of Grenada, the teachers of Grenada, the members of the Grenada Union of Teachers are the poor and vulnerable of this country.
Now, debate on the resolution to affirm the settlement of the award of the International Center for Settlement of Investment Disputes in case number ARB 1713 between the Grenada Private Power Limited and the WRB Enterprises, Inc. and the Government of Grenada continued in the Senate on Wednesday, with several concerns still persisting.
Private sector representative in the Senate, Christopher Diali, has one request for government as they strategize towards the governance of Grenada's electricity sector.
That we must assign a certain amount of shares out of that 11 million. 11 million is a lot of shares to young people between the ages of 18 and 25. That is what I am asking for. Even though we give them an allotment of 1 million shares, Mr. President, our young people must become a vested investor and vested interest in this company going forward.
He believes the country will gain in the long run, with Grenadians being given the opportunity to own Grenlec shares. Senator Diali was very open with his criticism of the 1994 deal and other business deals led by WRB.
You look at the amount of monies repatriated from the company, and you hear now of the investment that is needed in plant for production. The fact that we lost a huge generator the other day, and we have to now have standby generators running, and we need to buy a new one to ensure that there's consistency of supply, leaves a lot of question in the mind of what this company was doing.
Opposition Senator Tessa Sensia says while she has no issue with government's decision to repurchase WRB shares in Grenlec, she is concerned that there are too many questions still unanswered.
People want to know, what are the plans for the rental or replacement of the engines? We heard talk again this morning about plans of, addressing this issue and what WRB had already had in place, although it has not been actually implemented as yet. The people want to know. The people want to know, as Senator Lewis would have alluded, the people want to know what's the price of the shares to be offered for sale.
However, in defense of government's decision, Minister of Implementation Nolan Cox sums up most comments against government's decision to that of disappointment. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Moving now to other news, theater arts and drama teacher Roger Williams is seeking answers as to why he is no longer allowed to teach the subject. Chrislina John has details in this report.
GBN has been reliably informed that Roger Williams has been banned from teaching theater arts and drama by the Ministry of Education. Many say the program has helped a number of young people through their abusive situations. GBN also understands that Williams was given a scholarship by government to study theater arts and drama at Ednomanley College of Visual Arts in Jamaica from 2011 to 2015. Based on a bond agreement, Williams returned with the intention to share his knowledge with teachers. However, GBN was told this did not materialize. Williams began teaching theater arts and drama at the Happy Hill Secondary School for the past 4 years, during which time 5 students sought the CXC Theater Arts exam, all attaining grades 1 passing at the Forms 3 level. GBN was told that contention between Williams and government started in 2019 when Williams applied for a 2-year no-pay leave, which was granted by the Public Service Commission, and was asked after 1 year via a letter from the Ministry of Education to either return to Grenada or resign. The news desk was told that Williams opted to return to Grenada after 1 year of personal development. Williams was offered a teaching position at one of 2 prominent schools within St. George. The subject areas put forward to him to teach are Spanish and French, subject areas he refused to teach. GBN sought a comment from the Ministry of Education and was directed to the Chief Education Officer, Ms. Angela Finley, for a comment, and was told on several occasions that she was in a meeting. GBN also contacted Williams, but he refused an interview due to his obligations with the public service. However, he told GBN all he wants are answers as to why he no longer teaches the subject he is most passionate about. Chrislina John, GBN News.
The village bakery was the target of armed robbers. Here is another report from Chrislina John.
Yet another attack on a village bakery employee. It's just about 2 months since a female employee was viciously attacked. Now workers are dealing with another traumatic event. This time it was their colleagues on one of their sales vehicles under attack. According to information reaching GBN's news desk, one of the bakery's sales vehicle was stopped by masked men last evening. GBN was told by an individual who does not want to be identified that the culprits got away with an undisclosed sum of money, leaving one employee nursing injuries. GBN attempted to get a feedback from the Community Relations Department's head superintendent, Vanny Cohen, however, was unsuccessful. Just about 2 months ago, a female employee was viciously attacked by a gunman who attempted to rape her, however, was unsuccessful. This had workers at the facility fearful. The culprit was detained by police days later, with the matter now before the court. As far as we were told, no one was arrested for Wednesday's attack. Christina John, GBN News.
Now, this week's edition of We Culture features another aspect of Grenada's independence in a series of programs geared to educate people about Grenada's history. Panelist for Friday's program is long-standing politician and educator, Mrs. Gloria Payne Banfield. Co-host of the program, Finley Jeffrey, gives an insight into what can be expected.
We are entering into the independence phase. And so we have Ms. Gloria Payne Banfield, who really and truly is the independence group in Grenada. She knows everything about independence, and so we'll be looking at the journey towards independence. You know, it was steeped in turmoil and so on, and what was the thinking of Eric Gary during that time. So it will be a very interesting program with Ms. Gloria Payne Banfield. You can't afford to miss.
He said there is so much to learn as he promises listeners and viewers an interesting program.
We'll be drilling down into it, not just for this week, but for the next 2 weeks, because independence is such a big topic with all of the political turmoil and so on that lies therein, you know, that we would not be able to tackle that in 1 week. So this week we will begin with Ms. Gloria Payne Banfield, touching on all of those aspects, the political aspects, especially as it relates to Gary and GNP and what happened, because we had a team of kind of opposition forces who went to England because they were opposed to independence, of the flag being hoisted at midnight, all of this sort of thing. So it will be a very interesting program. We Culture on Friday.
Grenada celebrates its 47th anniversary of independence on February 7th with virtual events. We Culture with Godfrey Augustine is broadcasted on GBN Television, Classic Radio, and on social media, Facebook and YouTube every Friday beginning at 8:05 p.m. This is News at 7 coming up. Her songs always had a message and her voice unique. The Caribbean mourns the loss of a cultural legend, Singing Sandra. Stay with us.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here even when the future seems unclear. Because one thing is certain, you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Imagine your day without having to wait in line, without having to write at every store, without touching the pen everyone else used, having your info exposed to everyone. Sounds great, huh? Well, it's possible. Here is TEDA. With TEDA, you download once, register once, and just scan to check in everywhere. No hassle, no forms, no hold up. Simple and easy. TEDA lets you explore, discover new places, new products, and new experiences. What are you waiting for? Get TEDA for free from your app store today and enjoy contactless convenience.
New year! More games and more money! Sunday, January 31st
from 6 p.m.
Get set for another massive online bingo.
And this time you can win
$10,000 US.
10,000 big ones.
Tickets are $10 US. In Grenada, get your tickets at gotofed.com or box offices island-wide. If you're overseas, tickets are only available at gotofed.com. Tell your friends and family about all the fun and excitement online. And the best part is, you can play from the comfort of your own home. So what are you waiting for? Play Wacky Team Virtual Bingo!
The new way to play bingo.
Now we can stay safe while at the same time reducing our budget to maintain a clean and safe environment at our home, school, office, church, or even on the bus. Fortune Foods has gone a long way to source premium products that are at least 30 to 50% less than other brands. That's right, 30 to 50% cheaper than other brands. We have a multi-purpose 80% strength liquid sanitizer for cleaning surfaces that is also safe on hands, as well as 70 to 75% gel sanitizers available in 1 gallon and smaller sizes. Plus, when you buy in bulk, you save even more. Right now, every dollar counts. Be wise. Sanitize with Fortune Foods' range of sanitizing products.
Distributed by Fortune Foods Company Limited, Tempe, St. George's. Telephone 435-2247.
When I need shelter, warmth, security, I know you'll be there. Something in these moments lets me know you care. Maybe the way you shield me, maybe it's your smiles and the way you tell me it's okay to try. Now I'm invincible. I can pack my sack. I can take the long road, 'cause it's okay to look back if I am scared. I know you're there. Arise, together there's no limit to what we can do. Arise, with no wings, fly. Arise, and we're so high, enjoy the view. Arise, look, no wings, fly.
This is Ariza, your financial freedom, your future.
What are you looking for? Top quality copy paper, linen paper, bond paper maybe, or lunch bags, maybe a gift set, or maybe you're just not sure. Then visit us today, K&R Bookstore. We are so much more than your regular bookstore. Visit us at the corner of Scotch and Young Street, or give us a call 420-5307 or 321-3500. K&R Bookstore. Convenience, quality, excellent prices.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here, even when the future seems unclear. Because one thing is certain, you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. The sister Isle of Carriacou will soon benefit from another developmental project by the government of Grenada. The Cherry Hill Road is currently under construction, a project that is expected to positively impact all residents and visitors on the island. Chalana Charles has the details.
The construction being done on the Cherry Hill Road has been highly anticipated by residents in the area. This road also serves as the main road for visitors from Petit-Martinique, as it links the north of the island to the tongue of Hillsborough and the south of the island. The construction, which is being done by Sky Construction Company Limited, falls under the Grenada Agriculture Feeder Roads project, which aims to build and repair roads and highways that are intended for agricultural production and to facilitate the access of producers and products to markets. The project's contractor, James Stafford, said the work being done is long overdue.
It's a road that nothing has never been done to it for the past, I would say over the past maybe about 40 years or close. Since I was a little boy, you know, that's the last time I could remember something was done to the road. It was just natural unpaved road, and it's a road that the community has been longing, praying, bawling for, you know.
He said lots of planning has to go into the work as it comprises of many substantial elements.
It consists of a lot of retaining walls and, you know, concrete roads, you know, culverts, bridges, you know, concrete gaps, entrance, and so on. So there is quite a lot of civil works involved in the project.
Stafford said due to favorable weather, the project, which commenced on January 4th, is moving along smoothly and should be complete at the end of 2021.
We open, the plan is to get the major works, you know, like the retaining walls and so on, out of the way before the rainy season comes in June. So we are well looking pretty on that, you know. We just started, but we're on track. We're doing well, and the weather is good so far. So, you know, you want to do all the dirty work, as you may call it, before the weather changes on you, because we are going into the dry season now. So we are expecting good weather going down. So we anticipate that we will move pretty fast within the next couple of months.
Motorists are advised that the road is temporarily closed until the 5th of February to facilitate the heavy construction being done.
Reporting from Cherry Hill, Carriacou, I'm Trelona Charles.
The Calypso Arena has lost a cultural icon. Singing Sandra of Trinidad and Tobago passed away on Thursday at the age of 64. Local Calypsonian Finley scholar Jeffrey reminisces on her life in this report.
The Die With My Dignity legendary singer, Singing Sandra, inspired many with her presence and performance. Her exceptional talent and persistence in hard work and in music resulted in her winning the National Calypso Queen title in 1987, kickstarting her career in Calypso. Local Calypsonian Finley Jeffrey the scholar, while speaking on her passing, says Singing Sandra always maintained that her roots came from Grenada.
I believe that the Calypso fraternity has lost a true Caribbean icon. Singing Sandra the Vince Millington, she was an iconic figure. And when you think about females in Calypso, you think about Singing Sandra, you think about Calypso Roads, you think of Singing Fancy. Those are the real iconic female Calypso singers. She was what I would call a motherly kind of figure. And that's why she was nicknamed Mother, because a lot of the younger Calypsonians, they always testified openly that she was their mentor. But one of the things she always professed was that, and she boldly said so, that her roots is buried deeply in Guam. She always said that she was a Grenadian, first and foremost by roots, and said that her grandparents were from Guam. And I feel very fortunate that I have been able to share the stage with Singing Sandra.
Jeffrey says 2019 was the last time he collaborated with a Calypsonian on the stage locally. He says that her way of dress and overall demeanor has always stood out.
One of the things that was marvelous about her was her dress. She always had these gowns, this African kind of way about her. and those head wrap. I don't know how long it used to take Sandra to wrap her head in this kind of way. But she always had that signature look, about her. And her song, the Baptist kind of chant came out.
Scholar says he is confident that her music, always written with a message, will prevail.
Her music, I believe, will stand the test of time. Her music will always live on. She was a powerful calypsonian. She rendered powerfully, and I think that was her gift. When she opens her mouth, it's like she busts the song box, She really projected well.
Janelle McDonald for GBN News.
On today's GBN Health, we hear more about the COVID-19 vaccine from a physician scientist, primary care provider, and medical investigator at the Diplomate American Board of Forensic Medicine, Dr. Velva Bowles of Louisiana in the USA. She was speaking at the virtual consultation held in Grenada. GBN Health comes to you compliments Gittins Healthcare.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Guelph. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
The talk of COVID-19 vaccines being introduced to Grenadians continues to plague social media platforms and religious houses as a means of bringing much-needed clarity on this subject matter. Friends of the Earth Grenada held a virtual public consultation with Dr. Velva Bowles of Louisiana, USA, to get her expertise on COVID-19 and its newly developed vaccines. She explains that there are just about 30 COVID-19 vaccines around the world, some of which have been approved by WHO. According to her, while these vaccines can provide a level of protection from the virus, there are some things citizens need to be cautious of.
As a physician, you know there are people with compromised immune systems. And if you have a compromised immune system, by definition, your ability to benefit from the vaccine is less. And not only that, there's been recent what they call warnings that if you have a known case of allergy, if you have asthma, if you have hay fever, if you have an allergy to fish or shellfish, and they went on and on, if you have lupus, if you have any known autoimmune diseases, they're saying, tell your doctor and do not take the vaccine unless they recommend you to do so.
Dr. Bowles believes that 6 months is not enough to create and distribute a vaccine to the world population. She explains that individuals should be aware of the underlying medical issues and allergies to some medicines and advises people to be cautious of some of the possible side effects of the vaccines.
Here, if you look at the situation and say it is best for me because, then I salute you. If you say I'm doing it because someone made me do it or someone told me to do it, here's my problem with that. If things do not go according to plan, who gets to pick up the pieces? And if 2 years from now, the worst possible scenario develops, you get Bell palsy because they've indicated that's a possibility and it doesn't go away, who will come to your rescue? Precisely. Will your family receive reparation? Or will they simply say, oops, sorry, that wasn't expected?
The doctor highlights the importance of face masks and hand washing in countries like Grenada.
It is with the idea that once the world has gotten some herd immunity, whether it's by vaccine or infection, then there's going to be the trying to reinstitute what was known pre-COVID-19. That means people will be coming to your country for a summer vacation or a spring break or whatever, and they can be bringing with them a great threat to your vicinity. That you don't have it on the island right now is because much of the world is shut down. And if you know that you have neighboring islands or countries that are starting to show some infectivity, then by all means you need to wear masks. By all means you need to be doing the hand sanitation, because prevention is what you're working at right now.
Dr. Velva Bolas practiced medicine and have owned primary care clinics for over 32 years in Louisiana, with an additional 25 years of clinical experience with a background in internal medicine and emergency medicines, and 3 years of experience as a medical investigator at the Diplomat American Board of Forensic Medicine. For GBN News, I am Rina Pear reporting.
And now we turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Trelana Charles has been looking around the platforms.
This is Social Buzz, where we shine a light on the thoughts and concerns of our online audience. If the public officers are not paid the 4% salary increase by government this month end, what should be the next step? That was the question that guided the conversation on GBN's morning radio program. Tonight we listen to the responses given by our online and listening audience.
This is start showing the government that they're serious.
They deserve the increase. If it's not paid, they should down all tools, get the poor to support them, and shut down the country. I love my country, but this disrespect and disregard for our hard-working public officers and teachers must stop.
Close down all schools, stay home, all you could manage greater without them. How get the stress for the teachers? And obviously going to impact negatively on the students. It's going to impact on the society. Please pay the teachers. I can't say to shut down or whatever, because that would be disaster. I'm saying pay the teachers ASAP.
The system is just not fair. Work and citizens always have to make sacrifices while cost of living continues to rise. When will we be treated fairly for all the sacrifices we make?
I think you have to put people first in every situation. Remember, you need them and they need you. And when you look at the best company, private company in Grenada, was paid almost $300 million in the blink of an eye. The people who are making sacrifices should be considered first. And this thing was on the table before the payment of Grenada. So, Mr. Prime Minister, treat the people right.
It is not public officers and teachers alone that are working. The government did not say they are not paying. They are just asking for some time. All who saying put down tools don't have country at heart.
The only action that people have to take is to pull down this administration. This man don't decide to do the right thing. Just imagine this man coming and tell people they're lucky they have a work. Who put him there? Who give him the work?
That's it for tonight's Social Buzz. As always, if you would like to have your thoughts and concerns shared, be sure to comment on GBN's Facebook page.
From the thought process to the visual impact, it's time to take a peek through the GBN EyeSaw lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN EyeSaw is brought to you by Clear Vision.
You know us, but we knew. You feel at home with every visit. An experienced team offering personalized courtier service and trendy brand name lifestyle products. We're changing the vision care landscape one customer at a time. Clear Vision Eye Center. People and technology coming together to help you see the world with a clearer vision.
COVID-19 has brought out the innovative sides of many, even in efforts to safeguard ourselves and others from the virus. In tonight's Eyesore, we look at the inside of a bus, which has installed miniature bottles of hand sanitizer to the back of every passenger seat so that customers can sanitize themselves during the trip. Send us anything you find interesting on WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
We take a break, but still ahead, Timothy N.J. Antwine reappointed as governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. Stay with us.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Calypso fans, the 9 finalists to challenge the reigning independence Calypso monarch Sean Nas, the Silver Serpent, on Friday, February 5th at the National Stadium have been selected. Admission is free from the comfort of your homes. Will Silver Serpent hold on to the reign, or will the crown change heads as Sheldon Douglas, Anthony Darius, Croqueta, Jermaine Simon, Teddy Christopher, Philanda Jeffrey, Alicia Alexis, Edison Francis, and Anthony Etienne all vie for the coveted crown. Time alone will tell, so join the National Celebrations Committee in what promises to be an evening of great calypsos. Carried live on GIS Channel 22, the National Celebrations Committee, and GIS Facebook pages and YouTube channels. Remember the date, Friday, February 5th, 6 p.m. The virtual staging of the 2021 Independence Calypso Monarch, building together a safer, more resilient nation in these challenging times.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Do you know what time it is? You guessed right, it's detox time again. At Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center and Natural Health Store. Purchase our 7-day cleansing pack for only $500. Includes everything you need for a complete total body cleanse. Cleanse your blood, kidney, liver, and colon. This cleanse will help you lighten up and get rid of the excess. Also available are our special product Detox Combo Pack for only $100. Try our single detox products starting from $40. Check us out now. Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area, or call us on 231-6642, 449-7753, or 418-7115. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. Detox, your way to health.
Welcome back. The Monetary Council has approved the reappointment of Timothy N.J. Antwine as governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. The new 5-year term commences on Monday, 1st February. In conveying the Monetary Council's decision, Chairman of the Monetary Council, Dr. Timothy Harris, commends the governor for his stewardship over the past 5 years and especially over the past year. In his remarks, Harris said Governor Antoine has led the bank with vision, empathy, and with a keen eye for innovations that have helped to lift the people of the region. In commenting on the Monetary Council's decision, Governor Antoine thanked the Monetary Council for its support throughout his first term and its confidence reposed in him to continue to lead the bank. Antoine says he looks forward, with the support of the Council Board and team, to the implementation of the Program of Action for Recovery, Resilience and Transformation, and the rollout of the bank's new strategic plan as their pursuit of socio-economic transformation continues. Minister for Health Nicholas Steele announced that a new form of rapid testing has been introduced locally. The test, already in circulation, is being used in community health centers.
We continue to aggressively test. We have brought in a new additional test recommended by Pan American Health Organization, which has been distributed far and wide now and is being used in our community centers. It is a rapid test, antigen test, but it is recommended by Pan American Health for community screening. And then, based on results found from that, we would then do PCR tests when necessary.
Thus far, over 19,171 PCR tests have been conducted on island. The minister said he has had engagements with the Ministry of Sport and sporting associations to have them up and functioning in an environment that is much more conducive.
But each and every one of them also would be tested with this new rapid test to assist in getting. We have 10,000 of those tests on island, and we are looking forward to getting all used as quickly as possible to give us a picture, a local epidemiological picture at present.
Stay with us. The weather and sports are up next.
Hey, man. Well, man, that's you make that trip. Why do all this more?
Things tight since COVID, you know. And Christmas coming, the toys to build, and my house and my car to repair, and the wife go and chill with and what you want me to do?
I'm expect to do all that with more.
Well, what you want me to do?
Why don't go down my communal? You don't have to pay them until January. They have 20,000 in giving away, and the interest rate low.
And listen to me, I try them orders and them never look good. Who they want them on?
Well, watch, like you have more than your ears. Choose your loan at communal, giving you the money for what you want to do. It's a loan for you.
You know what? I'll get them a little try.
Listen. Where you going on this mud? Don't need it. Leave the mud, man. When you go down there, the rate's low. Low.
Keeping an eye on the weather, this is GBN. We've got you covered.
Weather for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique valid for tonight and the following 3 days. Weather tonight mainly fair and windy with the chance of few light showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 23.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate, waves up to 8 feet in open water. A marine advisory remains in effect. Tides would be low at 9 p.m. and high at 3 a.m. Weather for Friday, January 29th, mostly fair and windy during the day, increasing in cloudiness after midnight with light to moderate showers. Weather for Saturday, January 30th, mainly fair, becoming partly cloudy at times with brief light showers. And weather for Sunday, January 31st, partly cloudy and windy with light to moderate morning showers, becoming generally fair by noon.
Good evening, sporting fans. I'm Trelawna Charles. Andre Fletcher has been named as the captain of the Bangla Tigers, and Afif Hussain will be his deputy in the 4th season of the T10 League. The Abu Dhabi T10 tournament began on Wednesday, with Arabians winning the opening match by 5 wickets, while Pune Devils in the second match won by 7 wickets. Andre Fletcher and the Tigers got off to a blistering start in the third match on Thursday, racing on to 101 runs in just 7 overs. Fletcher rekindled his opening pair relationship with Johnson Charles, smashing 32, while Charles was unbeaten on 73, as the Tigers reached 128 for the loss of 2 wickets. GBN will bring the full results in Friday's news. The Windward's Volcanoes have been beefing up preparations for the CG Insurance Super 50 Cup, which is scheduled to begin next month. Head coach Andrew Richardson says the team has been able to train despite the challenges of COVID-19 and having to adapt to regulations by the Grenadian government. He highlights the players to look forward to in the upcoming tournament.
The usual suspects, Cater is back, striking the ball well. Alec Athenius found himself back in a squad, and also Ray Jordan. It is good to have them back because they do possess quality.
Coach Richardson describes what their daily practice entails.
Our daily practices, we take statistics, so we see where players are improving in areas that they needed to improve. Numbers never lie, and we keep a record on each daily practice on our batters and our bowlers and what we're targeting to do in terms of, when the batters bat, to pick up more singles, rotating the strikes, and in terms of the fast bowlers and the spinners, in terms of accuracy, they have been getting better. So things are looking up for us.
He shares his philosophy, which he uses with the team in training, and their outlook for matches.
Look, we only play to win, right? That is my motto. We play to win. We find a way. That has been, our motto from day one. Find a solution. What has been good is that, since we've come back post-Christmas, sometimes, things aren't as ideal as we'd want it to be, but no one has complained, and that is showing good signs. It's showing good mental toughness in the guys, and it's just a matter of getting on the park and executing and winning games.
That's it for sports. Up next, Around the Globe. Tonight's probe Around the Globe takes us to Antigua and Barbuda, where ground was broken on Tuesday for the construction of the state-of-the-art medical doctors hospital and medical complex at the City Park Development Woods Estate. The facility, anticipated to open in 2 years, is the brainchild of renowned surgeon Dr. Joseph John. Prime Minister Honorable Gaston Brown told the gathering his government is desirous of driving the export of medical services. Our reporter Sherilyn Bizarre was there.
To establish Antigua and Barbuda as a significant medical center within the Caribbean that could export medical services to the rest of the region.
The nation's leader is also encouraging others to follow Dr. John's lead.
Because in order to establish a vibrant healthcare export service industry here in Antigua and Barbuda, we need more private practitioners. And that is where the other physicians could team up with other family members who are physicians or friends to establish these medical centers.
These centers, he says, would specialize in certain areas so that they can export medical services. Employment opportunities would also be provided for other practitioners. The Prime Minister says the export of medical services is an important area which could diversify the country's economy.
You know, for example, that we now have Riyadh literally as a national airline, And in terms of moving people, I'm quite sure that our capacity to move people into Antigua and Barbuda to be treated is something that we will have as a competitive edge compared to other countries, certainly within the Northern Caribbean region.
The nation's leader says it's an area he'd like to identify for future investments and commits his government's support.
To incentivize those investments, to provide land at a concessional rate where appropriate, and certainly to provide the concessions on all of the building material, equipment, fixtures, fittings, everything.
Sherilyn Beza reporting for ABS News.
U.S. President Joe Biden has been in office for a week. Activists say that is long enough to pressure him to deliver change. Immigration was an important battlefield between Republicans and Democrats. And since Biden's victory, there have been calls for quick reforms. Al Jazeera's Hamara Chaudhary reports.
8 days into office and another challenge for President Joe Biden. Left over from the Trump era, immigration reform. Biden removed the ban on travelers from several Muslim-majority countries on his first day in office. Immigration rights activists want him to do more quickly.
Rescinding the Muslim ban is the floor, not the ceiling. And if justice is going to be served, it has to be served for all of us.
They want those brought to the US as children to remain and be given permission to work, something that was allowed under President Obama. This also calls for wider immigration reform.
I've been separated from my family too, and that, it's crazy. It drives me crazy. And President Biden said it in his inaugurational speech. It's time to be bold. So I call you out, President Biden and Vice President Harris, to be bold and close the detention centers, to be bold and reunite families now, today. People cannot be there anymore.
Far away from Washington at the US-Mexican border, former President Donald Trump's policies are still in place. Those seeking asylum under Trump were detained in the US and sent back across the border to wait for their outcome in Mexico, a process that can take months or even years.
We hope that those who have been put in remain in Mexico will be able to make their asylum cases from the safety of the United States and outside of detention. But again, we haven't seen follow-up action from the Biden administration on exactly what's going to happen. So there's a lot of uncertainty on the part of those in the Remain in Mexico program.
Around 65,000 people were returned to Mexico during the Trump administration. Biden's White House says the program will stop, but there's no clarity on what will happen to those still in detention.
Don't send me back. I ask you please to look at me. I am Guatemalan, and you will see that things are tough over there. There is no work, there is crime. I can't take it anymore. That's why I have come here. I have a family here, and that's why we are looking to cross. I came by bus. It took a month to come here by bus.
Just a little more than a week after coming into office, President Biden faces many expectations from Americans and those who wish to become one in the near future. Hamara Chaudhary, Al Jazeera.
That's it for tonight's Probe Around the Globe. Stay with us for a recap of tonight's top stories.
Recapping tonight's headlines, public officers called on to show solidarity in red from Friday as trade unions stand firm in their demand for unpaid salary increase. Private sector senator requests allocation of Grenlex shares for young Grenadians. Village bakery employees attacked. Legendary singer singing Sandra dies, and Timothy N.J. Antoine reappointed as governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. And around the globe, Antigua and Barbuda anticipates the construction of a state-of-the-art hospital. And in sports, Andre Fletcher named captain of the Bangla Tigers for the T10 tournament. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Beverly Telesford. That's the news. Good night.